wait. Flak isn't the only one who could wipe bosses? You're telling me if I'm a Moze main, I can spam grenades and destroy bosses? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I found a build that is outrageous. For the people who are Moze mains, you guys are going to love this. I know you're tired of seeing Flax do all the work. We're going to step in today. You know what I'm saying? If you are a mech baby main, I got something for you guys, man. Leave me a like and subscription for this amazing build y'all about to see. So it's been real. Enjoy the video. I'm out. What is poppin' squad? It's your boy Jesimein, and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. And today, we are getting into my Moze grenade lifesteal endgame mayhem destroyer, whatever you want to call it, build. Man, this is definitely my favorite build, bar none. I thought Flak was the end all be all with damage, but guess what? We grinded and we found out there's definitely another contender, and that is Moze, which is, in theory, my favorite character. So first things first, let's get into it. The Flacker. So this is my base gun. This is pretty much the gun I'm going to use mostly. I don't even need the other three. Get the Flacker, and I'll explain why in a moment, but basically what the Flacker is, it's a shotgun that has explosion, and it shoots like, I don't know, how you want to call it, like 8 explosions, and I'll explain why that's so vital later, but the damage is okay. You can get it from the boss that you saw that I wiped at the beginning of the map, so really, in theory, you don't even need this gun right now. Build this build, come in, farm him, get this gun, and you have the complete version. So going down to my next weapon, it could be pretty much anything from this point on. So I'm just gonna tell you guys what I like to use. I like AR, so I wanted to have a shock AR to break shields if I needed to. Usually my nade does it by itself anyway, so like I said, you don't need it. But if you're in a situation where you don't have nades for whatever reason, which you shouldn't, and I'll explain why in the build, but if you come in any situation where you don't have nades and you don't have any means of doing that damage, or you're out of shotgun shells, whatever, get that shield, break it off, finish off with any kind of fire weapon. I just like the Speed Load and Hellwalkers. It just does burst damage real quick with flame, and also have another shield breaker just on the side in a shotgun with the lob. So whatever weapons you want to use, that's fine. Just make sure you run Flacker, because that's going to be a really effective utility with this build. So going down to the shield, this is where the build begins. Rough Rider. The reason I chose this is because you get 35% max health, and you also get 23% reduced incoming damage. Yes, you have 0 capacity on your shield, but the way this build works is you're feeding into your health anyways with your grenades. So the bigger health pool you have, the more effective your heals are in a sense. So you can't heal your shields on will, but you can heal your health on will. So if I focus on just being tanky in that, plus I'm more tanky because I have 23% all around damage resistance, it's really good. Going into my class mod, obviously, like I said, I love the fact that I get my health back, so I try to get +4 on that, and I did. 9 out of 5 on Vampire, which is basically the life leech nade, and I also get up to 100% splash damage when I don't reload, which is really cool because I don't really have to shoot too much. So you get up to 100% splash damage, and then the 3 extra ones are pretty much there for no reason, because I don't need crit damage. I don't need shield recharge rate or weapon charge speed. So if you have a different one or can get better rolls, that'll be good, even better. Going down to my relic, I have 2 relics that I'm kind of torn in between. It's going to be between these 2 for this particular build. Is the only reason I go between these 2. Any other grenade, which I'll explain in a moment, I would go for the one I have on, which is Icebreaker Victory Rush, just so I can get the bonus damage and grenade damage. That's pretty much it. But for this one, I'm kind of torn because it is a radiation grenade, and I have a radiation artifact, so I don't know. I'm gonna go between them, and I'm gonna kind of see if the bottom equals out to more than 30% raw damage. So we'll kind of see right there. But also the cool thing is I get Victory Rush with this one, so I don't know. So it's depending on you. You probably have even better relic, but I just think maybe for this build in particular, maybe the Moxie's Endowment one is real good. But for any other grenade, which is after I explain this grenade, you'll understand why I say any other grenade after this when you change the build. So going into the bread and butter of the build, Porcelain Pipe Bomb. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's overpowered. I don't know if it's just how the grenade is, if it just fused with the build, the concept, whatever. It's just extremely strong. It just ticks so much damage, bro. It just, you throw one and it just starts wrecking everything. I don't know. I think it's the radiation. I don't necessarily think it's the damage. I just think it's just how much it ticks. And if you spam them, because Moze has 14 grenades, I'll be able to just spam them, and I'm doing that much damage while getting them back. And it's kind of like, it's almost like I'm shooting them in a way. That's what the damage looks like. So you guys saw, like, it's not a one shot, but it's like a super fast melt. So I don't know if it's just the pipe bomb. I'm pretty sure it is. The pipe bomb's extremely strong. You can run it on any build, but if you want to just completely clear everything and design it around this, I would say the pipe bomb is just the best for this. And you guys saw just in the intro how much it just wipes. I'm gonna probably be making videos on it, seeing how it clears out mobs and stuff, and if it's more effective just on bosses or that. But this definitely makes Moze a boss wiper. And what's really cool is her rival, which is Flak, as far as damage. It's crazy. I just made a video saying Flak was just the most overpowered one, and like I found this the next time. So Flak ends up around Mayhem 2 being not that good by himself, right? On a team, right? Solo, he's still amazing, and this is amazing solo. But this one can be taken into team fights with bigger bosses as far as health pool and bigger loot tables and all that stuff and anointing and stuff. This is where she shines, and this is where I feel this combination is just unreal. So let's get into the trees. I know you guys are curious. Definitely want to spec into Demolition Woman and whatever else you want. Really, honestly, you could just spec in Demolition Woman, and then pretty much everything else is give or take. But I'll tell you guys what I spec'd into. So Fire in the Skag, then obviously for obvious reasons, you just get extra incinerate damage. It's just more damage, free damage. 3 means of destruction. One of the most important parts of this build, obviously, because you get your grenades back, a 6% chance, and all those explosions that the porcelain does for some reason, it just procs that like non-stop, bro. So you're gonna end up, you can throw 1 grenade and end up with 14 again. It's crazy. So you want to max that out, make sure you do it. You want to have Torque cross promotion, obviously, just to have bigger splash radius, which means you hit more enemies, you get more lifesteal, and you get your grenades back. So going down to pull the holy pin, because I have a class mod, I have 4 out of 3. This is where you get a critical hit with your nades, and because I have 4, it's really good on this. I would love to have a 4, because if I could somehow get 80% crit chance on my nades, that's just nuts. So any class mod that can give you this one, this is just super powerful, because it does it in increments of 10. So if you had 4, in theory, you have like 70% crit chance, and that's just nuts. So the most important thing, Vampire for survivability, especially in Mayhem 3, since you don't have a shield, you need to rely on this. Whenever Moze damages his enemy with a thrown grenade, for enemy hit, she restores a portion of her missing health. I get 36% of my missing health per enemy hit. So let's say there's 2 enemies, I throw 1 nade, it hits them, my nade hits them multiple times. So that's the thing, right? So my nade hits them like 7 times, I'm getting 100% health. But if I throw 2, it's like doubling up, so I'm able to just face tank while getting shot and getting healed, as long as I'm still spamming grenades, getting my grenades back because of how much explosion it does, and they're getting melted because of how strong the porcelain bomb is. So just amazing. Why can't I carry out these grenades? Obvious reasons. Just get as much grenades as you possibly can. I have 14 grenades. Way more than enough. This build would be OP with just 3 grenades. Like, that's how nuts it is. So going down to passive ability, which is to the last, which is really, really, really good with this build, because if you somehow, some way do end up going down, you can still spam your most OP thing, and it's gonna burn through them. You don't even have to shoot your gun. And what's cool is when you go down, you can get, let's say you're on your last nade, you can throw it, and that's all you need to kill a little mob person, and you're back on your feet. And as well as short fuse, obviously. It's just more splash damage chance to get your nades back. So going into the second one, I did Shield of Retribution, Selfless Vengeance. I'm not going to read all of them because this is for your preference pretty much, but I went 5 Selfless Vengeance, 5 Armored Infantry, 5 Drowning in Brass, 1 Experimental Munition, 3 Behind the Curtain, and 3 Desperate Measures. As far as the mech, it doesn't matter. Really, I only use the mech to hop in if I'm about to die, or if I need to just get out of a situation. That's pretty much really I only use the mech for. But if you really want to, just to do extra damage, I guess, like let's say you run out of grenades and you need splash damage, I pretty much just opted to have the Vanquisher Rocket Pod and the Hammerdown Protocol, just so I could just spam and hope I get at least 1 or 2 grenades back from that big chain of explosions that I hit everybody near me on the map. So yeah, it's pretty much it for the build, you guys. I know a lot of people are curious about why this is so strong. It's up for debate. I'm not going to say that they're not going to change this, but the cool thing about this build is the concept is still the same. The only thing that would change if they nerf this will be your damage output of being so insane, right? It'll just go down to normal. But the fact is, you're still almost unkillable. You have unlimited grenades in theory, and you're going to be able just to do an outrageous amount of damage because the grenades are just strong, period. And if you get, I would say another grenade would probably be the Merv Hex would be a really good one. The Widowmaker is a really good one. The Red Queen will be a really good one. Just anyone that just did direct damage that does enough to burn, or anyone that has multiple explosions. Pretty much all the grenades in the freaking game work with the build. But I would just say right now the pipe bomb by far is just outrageous with this build, and it's just ridiculous. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions about where to farm things, if you want to know where to get the pipe bomb, if you go to the Eden, I believe, and then it's the city. I forgot the name of it, but it's where you met Clay. The little bounty hunter from Jacobs, and there's a little side mission on the wall that you have to like chase monkeys and get rocks, and then you guaranteed get the pipe bomb. So it's not hard to get it. If you guys, you can pretty much YouTube how to get the pipe bomb from that part, but this is just my build concept behind it and what I found to be the most effective with it. But this is by far the strongest build that I have now. Even though I have a fully fleshed out flak that I'm working on, I still feel overall in team situations this is just outrageous, because flak is pretty much reliant on the fact that you go invisible and then you do a burst amount to a single enemy. This character can burn everybody, just wreck the whole room, and you can focus a boss with unlimited nades. So it's pretty cool, pretty tight build. Like I said, if I could say the most important things to have, would probably be the flacker, the pipe bomb, I would say Rough Rider, and then these two it doesn't really matter. It's better to have a +4 for your vampire, but it doesn't matter. Like, you're rarely getting hurt like that. People are getting wiped so fast. And then obviously specking into this Demolition Woman. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think below. This is a dope build. You guys like it? Who do you want me to work on? What kind of build you guys want to see? I'm definitely down for making multiple builds, but this is by far my favorite build. Like, I'm running through all Mayhem 3, no problem. Solo, full team, doesn't matter. So hopefully when the DLC comes out, that the build's still around, I'm able just to wreck through that content as well. So it's been real. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know how you guys want me to formulate these build videos in the future. And if you have any questions, let me know. So it's been real. I love y'all. Your boy is out.